Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got something new for you that I haven't done before on my channel, and that is a monthly favourites video. I say monthly, I don't know if I'll do one of these every single month because it just depends on how many new products I've tried, how many things I've got to talk to you about, but I will try and do them regularly, but it might be 2 or 3 months clustered together. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know there's something else new about this video, and that is that I finally got some lights for filming, so let me know in the comments section what you think of my new lighting setup. So without further ado, let's get into the video. These are the things that I have been liking in the month of April. I have cats climbing all over the room. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to start off with is a couple of makeup items. Now these are both from Tarte. All the stuff in this video I bought with my own money. None of this is sponsored. My channel is not popular enough for that yet. It just happens to be a brand that I hadn't tried before. Partly because Tarte is really difficult to get a hold of in the UK. So your options are basically you can buy from either Tarte or Sephora online, pay for the shipping for the US, wait 3 weeks for it to come, or you can get it from QVC in the UK, which avoids the import tax. But QVC only sell Tarte products as part of a set, so it's either a combination of a few different products or a foundation and a brush, or a concealer and a brush. And you know, sometimes I just want to buy a foundation and I don't need a brush, so that's not ideal either. So Tarte, sort it out. Anyway, so the first thing I want to show you is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. And they call this a water foundation, and it comes in a bottle like this. And it's one of these pump dropper dealies, which I found a bit awkward to use at first. But once you get used to it, it's absolutely fine. So as you can probably tell, it's quite a liquidy foundation, so it blends really easy. The best way that I've found to use it is on a damp beauty blender. And the thing that I really like about this foundation is the finish of it is so pretty. It's actually what I'm wearing just now. It's really nice for every day. I would say the coverage is medium, sheer medium, but you can build it up. So if it's for every day, where I'll maybe do sort of 3 drops. If it's for more full coverage for filming or going out, something like that, I'll use 5 or 6. The finish of it is gorgeous. It's very fresh, dewy, kind of luminous finish to it. It's also very lightweight. Even if you put quite a lot of it to get that full coverage on, it feels really nice on the skin. I think it has some skincare benefits as well, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, it just feels really nice on the skin, looks amazing. I find that it does wear off of my chin by the end of the day, but I think most foundations do that on me anyways because I touch my face a lot. Certainly on the rest of my face, it lasts all day, and yeah, still looks great afterwards, so really liking that. I forgot to mention, in the foundation I use the shade Fair Light Neutral, and that's a pretty good match for me. And the second product I have to show you from Tarte is the Shape Tape Concealer. Again, I'm really late to the party on this one. I feel like every YouTuber and their mother has been using this for ages, but it's just taken me a while to get hold of it. The shade I have is Fair Beige. I find this a little bit too light and a little bit too pink for me. It's fine if I'm doing sort of a very, like a going out look with full coverage, full highlighting and contouring. It's really good for brightening under the eyes. For every day I find I have to be really light with it, because if I put too much on, I look like a ghost. That being said, the formula of it is absolutely amazing. It dries down really quickly, has great coverage, and it does not crease. And I have never really found a concealer that truly doesn't crease on me, so that is absolutely amazing. I think next time I would go for a slightly more neutral or yellow toned shade, and maybe ever so slightly darker, especially as we're getting into the summer, but that was just the closest shade that I could find that they had in stock at the time. Like I said, I can still use it. It's great for brightening, that sort of thing, just maybe not for blemishes. So that's that one. Moving on, I've got a couple of different hair care products for you, and the first one I'm going to show you is from Lush, and this is actually an old favourite that I kind of got back to recently, and that is the Big Sea Salt Shampoo. It comes in your standard Lush pot like this. It's a bit of a strange texture if you're not used to it. Mine is very nearly out, but I will try and show you. It's this kind of gritty texture because of the sea salt, and it smells really good. It smells kind of like margaritas, which will be the salt and the lemon. And I find you don't actually need very much of that to get a really good lather, so what I usually do is take a small sort of blob in my hands, work it through my hair, and it foams up really nice. And I find that this really just lifts my hair, if that makes sense. I've got quite thick hair, so I don't need an awful lot of volume added, but it is also quite heavy and tends to weigh itself down and lie flat, whereas with this I get that bounce and that kind of separation without being overly fluffy. I think with the sea salt in it, it almost acts as like a texturizing spray, like a salt spray that you would add afterwards, but because it's in the shampoo form and you rinse it out, it leaves the hair lovely and soft. It doesn't have that crunchy feeling. Yeah, it's just amazing. I don't really know why I stopped using it, other than Lush gets quite expensive if you use it all the time, so this is a bit of a treat, but yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I love it. My hands smell like it now. And the second hair care item that I've got to show you is the Argan oil of Morocco. This is the Weightless Reviving Dry Oil. So it comes in a little spray bottle like this. You can pick this up in any kind of drugstore. Certainly here in the UK we have it in Boots, Superdrug, some of the supermarkets have it as well, so it's really easy to get hold of. So this comes out in a really fine mist, and you can use it on either wet or dry hair. So the main couple of ways that I'll use it is after I've washed and towel dried my hair, I will spray this all over and just kind of work it in with my fingers. And what that does is really helps add some softness and shine to the hair and just reduce any frizz. I'll also use it as a finishing spray, so after I've done things like curled my hair, put in a texturizing spray, I really like the beachy wavy look, but I also want the kind of softness and shine. Very hard to please. So I like to use this just as a finishing spray, just to add back in any extra shine. It's good for reviving the hair after a couple of days if it's starting to look a bit dull in between washes. Yeah, it's just great, and it smells really nice as well, which you can probably tell I'm all about smells. Like, if something smells good, I'll probably be into it. So next I have two fashion items to show you. These are both from River Island. I've just really been enjoying their stuff recently. So the first thing I have is this cardigan. It's a really kind of big, chunky knit, and like you can see, it has these holes in it, kind of going for the derelict look, which I am into, all about that homeless chic. This is just great. It's really comfy, it's really warm, despite having ventilation, so it's good for those kind of in-between days where it's kind of warm, kind of cold, you can't get comfortable. And I just really like the feel of it, a good chunky sturdy knit. For something that's distressed, it doesn't feel like the holes are going to run away from you because it is this thick fabric. They did have these on sale. I don't know if they still have them or not. I bought it and then a week later they reduced them by like a third, so yeah, see if they have any left. And the second thing I have to show you from River Island is probably my favourite thing out of this entire video, and it is this beaded kimono, shawl, cardigan, whatever you want to call it. So as you can see, it is heavily beaded, and it is really heavy in weight as well because of all the beading. This is great for kind of dressing up any outfit. So the problem I have is my clothes seem to be either really casual or really dressy, and I don't have much in between. This is perfect for just throwing on over jeans and a t-shirt or a really plain dress, and it just jazzes up any outfit without too much effort. And I actually bought this just before Christmas, so I don't know if it's available anymore. I will have a look. I will link everything in the description box down below, so if I find it, I'll put it there. But because the weather has been so cold, I've only recently started to wear it now that things are starting to warm up again. And it is actually surprisingly warm. I don't know if you just get a bit of a workout from all the weight. But yeah, I absolutely adore it. It's perfect for nights out. I wore it just over boyfriend jeans and a t-shirt to a hen do and got so many compliments, so love this. And finally I have a couple of books to show you, and those are the Lean In 15 books by Wicks. So Stuart and I have been trying to eat more healthily recently because we both put on quite a bit of weight since the wedding. The problem we have is often we work different schedules. Sometimes I work quite late, and then you want something quite quick to make, and that often leads to us either having something that's not very healthy delivered, or we just lack inspiration as to what to eat. and these are amazing for that. So the kind of premise of them is that he's got these different sections in the book. There are some reduced carb recipes and then there's some more carby ones. The idea is that on days that you've worked out, gone to the gym, you can have the more carb rich recipes, and when you haven't, you stick to the low carb. And the really great thing about these books is that it kind of says it all in the title, it's lean in 15. They are really quick recipes. A lot of them don't have crazy ingredients that are going to be super expensive or that you're not going to have in your cupboard. A lot of them are things you can get hold of quite easily. And all the ones we've tried so far at least have been really, really tasty. So it's not boring, bland food that you don't want to eat. There's burger recipes, there's pizza recipes. So one of our favourite recipes is the creamy steak and mushrooms, which is so nice and so easy to make. He also does give you some workouts at the back. We've not really been doing those because we kind of like to just go to the gym and do our own thing, but so I can't speak for what the results would be like if you followed it kind of religiously, but definitely I feel like I'm starting to lean down, getting into a better pattern with meal planning and eating healthily in general, so I would recommend these to anybody. So we've got 2 of them. These are the first 2. So this is the shift plan and this is the shape plan. I don't really have a favourite out of the 2 of them. We've had this one longer, which is the first book, so I guess I could say that I know that I like more of the recipes in that one, but we just haven't used this one quite as much yet, but everything from it we've really liked as well. There is also a 3rd book with a green cover that I think is called the Sustain Plan. So yeah, really like those. Also, Joe does put up things on social media, videos, pictures, recipes, that kind of thing. So follow his social media channels and then you'll get little extras that maybe aren't in the books, or if you don't have all of the books, it gives you access to some of the recipes that you maybe don't have. And that is it, guys. Those are the things that I've really been liking these past couple of months. Like I said, I will link everything in the description box below. If you've tried any of these things, let me know what you thought. Let me know if there's any other videos you'd like to see or things you'd like me to try. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!